Hi, Jake. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Lisa?
I'm fine, thanks. So, are you ready for today's episode?
Always ready, especially if it's about something fun.
Perfect, because today we're talking about travel and hotel check-in.
Oh, I love that. Traveling is exciting until you reach the hotel and forget your booking details.
That sounds like something you'd totally do.
Yeah, I once showed the wrong booking email to the receptionist and almost slept in the lobby.
Oh no, but that's actually a great learning moment. A lot of English learners face confusion during hotel check-in.
Exactly. You have to understand phrases like, do you have a reservation? Or, can I see your ID?
Right, and the polite way to answer too. So let's start from the airport and go all the way to the hotel check-in process.
Nice. That way, everyone can learn travel-related English step by step.
So, Jake, imagine you're at the airport. What's the first thing you say when you go to the check-in counter?
I'd say, hi, I have a flight to London.
Not bad, but usually you'd say, "Hi, I'd like to check in for my flight to London." It sounds more natural and polite.
Oh, yeah. Check in for my flight. That's the key phrase.
Exactly. And don't forget to say, please. "Hi, I'd like to check in for my flight to London, please."
Politeness goes a long way, especially when the airline staff can decide whether your seat is next to a crying baby or not.
Ha, true. And when they ask, "May I see your passport and ticket, please?" just hand them over and say, "Sure, here you go."
Here you go. That's such a simple but useful phrase. You can use it almost anywhere.
Yes, it's friendly and easy. Now, after that, they'll ask, "Do you have any luggage to check in?"
That's when I say, yes, one suitcase.
Exactly, or just this one bag. And if you're traveling light, you can say, "No, just a carry-on."
Wait, Lisa, what's the difference between carry-on and checked luggage?
Good question. A carry-on is the small bag you take inside the plane with you. Checked luggage goes in the airplane storage, and you collect it after landing.
Oh, okay. So my big bag full of snacks is definitely checked luggage.
Haha, definitely. And when you're done, they'll give you a boarding pass and sometimes a luggage tag. Don't lose them.
Why?
Because the luggage tag helps you find your bag later, and the boarding pass is your entry ticket to the plane.
Okay, got it. So after check-in, I go through security, right?
Right. And that's another tricky part for English learners. The staff might say, "Please place your belongings on the conveyor belt."
That means I have to put my bag, wallet, and phone in the tray, right?
Exactly. And they might ask you to remove your shoes, belt, or laptop.
I remember once I forgot to take out my laptop, and the officer gave me the look.
Oh yes, the airport officer stare, the universal language of "why didn't you listen?"
Haha, exactly.
After security, you find your gate. Do you remember what the word gate means at the airport?
Yeah, that's the place where you wait before boarding the plane.
Perfect. And when the staff says, "Now boarding passengers in rows 20 to 40, it means it's time to get in line.
Colon. I always panic when I hear that. I start looking for my seat number like I'm solving a math problem.
You can say, "Excuse me, where is seat 23A?" if you can't find it.
Colon. Could you please help me find my seat? Polite and easy.
Exactly. Okay, so now we're on the plane. The flight attendants might say things like, "Would you like chicken or pasta?"
Ah, the classic airplane question. I always say chicken, but it tastes like pasta anyway.
Ha 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 ha, true. But here's a useful tip. You can respond, "I'll have the chicken, please." That's polite.
And if you don't understand what they said, just ask, sorry, could you repeat that, please?
Exactly. It's polite and shows confidence.
So the flight ends, we land, and now we're heading to the hotel.
Right. Now comes the hotel check-in conversation, one of the most important parts of travel English.
Okay, let's role play. I'll be the guest, and you be the receptionist.
Sounds fun. Go ahead.
Hi, I have a reservation under the name Jake Smith.
Excellent start. That's the correct phrase. And as the receptionist, I'd say, "Welcome, Mr. Smith. May I see your ID, please?"
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. Could you please fill out this form?
Sure. Oh, wait, how do I say if I don't have a pen?
Easy. "Excuse me, may I borrow a pen, please?"
Nice. So polite.
And when you're done, the receptionist might say, "Here's your room key. You're in room 502. Enjoy your stay."
Colon. I always feel like a VIP when they say that.
Haha, same. But remember, always say, "Thank you very much." Politeness matters everywhere.
What if I arrive early and my room isn't ready yet?
Then you can say, "Could I leave my luggage here until my room is ready?"
Oh, that's good. I've been saying, can I put my bag here? Which sounds a bit casual.
Exactly. "Could I leave my luggage here?" Sounds much more polite and formal.
Okay, and if I don't like my room, can I ask for a change?
Of course. You can say, "Excuse me, the room isn't what I expected. Is it possible to change rooms?"
That's polite but firm. I like that.
Yes, it's always better than saying, "This room is bad."
Ha ha, yeah, that would sound rude.
And if you need something like a towel or an extra pillow, you can call the front desk and say, "Hello, this is room 502. Could I please have an extra towel?"
Got it. Could I please have... That's the polite structure.
Exactly. So, Jake, once you've checked into the hotel, what's the first thing you usually do?
Honestly? I jump on the bed to test it.
Ha ha ha, you're such a kid. But in real English conversation, you might say, "I like to relax for a bit before going out."
Oh yeah, that sounds more mature. I like to relax for a bit before going out. Nice phrase.
And if you're tired, you can say, "I'm going to take a short nap."
Colon, or I need to freshen up. That one sounds classy.
Exactly. Freshen up means to wash your face, maybe change clothes, and feel refreshed.
Colon. So, Lisa, what are some common hotel problems people might face, and how can they ask for help in English?
Great question. Let's go through a few. If the air conditioner isn't working, you can say, "Excuse me, the air conditioner isn't working in my room."
Colon. Or the AC is broken. But that sounds shorter and less polite.
Right. Always better to use full polite sentences when talking to hotel staff.
Colon. What about if the Wi-Fi isn't working?
You can say, "Hi, I'm having trouble connecting to the Wi-Fi."
That's a good one. Not too harsh, not too soft.
Exactly. And if the shower isn't working, "Excuse me, there seems to be a problem with the shower in my room."
Wow, that's a good structure. There seems to be a problem with...
Yes, it's very polite and useful for all kinds of situations, not just in hotels.
Like if my coffee is cold in a cafe, I could say, there seems to be a problem with my coffee.
Perfect. That's Polite English 101.
Okay. What if I need to ask about breakfast?
You can say, "Could you tell me what time breakfast is served?"
Colon. Or is breakfast included?
Yes, that's another common question. And if you want to know where it's served, say, "Where is the breakfast area?"
I once asked that, but instead I said, where can I eat my morning?
Haha, oh no, that sounds like you're eating yourself.
Yeah, the receptionist laughed politely, but I wanted to disappear.
That's okay. Mistakes like that are funny, and they help you remember the right way next time.
True. So Lisa, what about asking for directions inside the hotel?
Easy. "Excuse me, where is the elevator?" Or, "Could you tell me where the pool is?"
And if I'm looking for the gym, is there a gym in the hotel?
Perfect. You can also say, "Could you tell me how to get to the gym?"
Wow, that's a nice polite version.
Now let's talk about checkout, the part nobody likes because vacation is over.
Yeah, checkout day always feels sad.
Colon, haha, true. But here's how you can say it. "Hi, I'd like to check out, please."
And if I lost my room key, I'm sorry. I think I misplaced my room key.
Exactly. The word misplaced sounds much softer than lost.
Oh, that's a good one. Misplaced sounds less like a disaster.
Right. You can also ask, "Could I get a receipt, please?" at checkout.
Or, could you please call a taxi for me if you're leaving for the airport?
Excellent. You're learning fast.
Okay, now let's teach a few idioms related to travel.
Great idea. Let's start with "hit the road."
That means to start a journey, right?
Exactly, like, "We should hit the road early to avoid traffic."
Nice. Another one is travel light.
Yes, That means to take only a few things with you, not too much luggage.
I can never do that. I travel like I'm moving to another planet.
Haha, same here. Okay, another idiom. Jet lag.
That's when you feel tired after a long flight because of time zone changes.
Perfect, and off the beaten path.
Oh, that's when you go somewhere that's not a typical tourist spot.
Correct again. It means visiting hidden or less known places.
I like that. I once went off the beaten path in Thailand and found a small cafe with the best mango smoothie ever.
Well, that's awesome. See, that's how travel stories start.
What about the phrase, catch a flight?
That means to take a flight. For example, I have to catch a flight at 8 a.m.
And miss a flight is the opposite, when you don't make it in time.
Exactly, and nobody wants that.
Okay, Lisa, can we teach some polite ways to ask for help while traveling?
Sure, for example, excuse me, could you help me, please?
Or, I'm a bit lost, could you tell me how to get to?
Perfect. And remember, excuse me is always more polite than hey.
Haha. Yeah, saying, hey, to a stranger might sound rude.
Exactly. Always start with excuse me or sorry to bother you.
I like that one. Sorry to bother you. It sounds very kind.
Yes, it's gentle and shows respect.
Okay, what about pronunciation mistakes? I used to say reception instead of reception.
Ah, yes, reception. The correct pronunciation is reception.
Reception. Got it.
And people often say luggages, but luggage is uncountable.
Oh, so we don't say two luggages. Right, we say two bags or two suitcases. English is tricky sometimes.
It is, but once you hear and practice the right way, it gets easier.
Okay, another question. What's the difference between reservation and booking?
Good one. They mean almost the same thing. Reservation is more formal, often used for hotels and restaurants. Booking is used more for tickets or tours.
So I can say, I have a flight booking and a hotel reservation.
Exactly. Perfect usage.
Nice. I feel like a real traveler now.
You're doing great, Jake. Okay, let's talk about airport vocabulary quickly.
Sure, I like airports, especially duty-free shops.
Haha, yes. So, at the airport, you'll hear words like boarding pass, departure gate, customs, and baggage claim.
Baggage claim, that's where you pick up your suitcase, right?
Exactly. And customs is where officers check if you're bringing anything restricted.
Oh yeah, like too many snacks.
Haha, yes. Or liquids over 100 milliliters.
I once had to throw away my expensive shampoo because it was too big.
Ouch, that hurts. But now you know. Travel size bottles only.
Lesson learned, always read the rules before packing.
Exactly. Better safe than sorry, as the saying goes.
That's another great idiom. It means it's better to be careful than to regret later.
Correct? You're becoming an idiom expert.
Thank you. Maybe I'll start my own travel podcast someday.
Haha, Jake's jet lag journeys.
That actually sounds cool.
Okay, let's do a mini recap of everything we covered so far.
Sure.
We started from airport check-in, learned phrases like, I'd like to check in for my flight, and do you have any luggage to check in?
Then we talked about hotel check-in, where you say, I have a reservation under the name.
We also learned polite phrases like, could I borrow a pen? And could I leave my luggage here?
And we covered idioms like hit the road, travel light, and off the beaten path.
Plus pronunciation tips for words like reception and luggage.
And don't forget, no luggages.
Haha, right. All right, Jake, I think we've covered a lot about traveling and checking into hotels today.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like I just went on a whole imaginary vacation.
Haha, me too. No jet lag, no heavy luggage, just good English practice.
That's the best kind of travel. You learn new words without losing your suitcase.
True. So let's go over some of the most useful phrases one more time for everyone listening.
Great idea. Let's start with the airport phrases.
Okay, number 1. I'd like to check in for my flight, please.
And here you go when handing your passport or ticket.
Right. Then, do you have any luggage to check in?
And the answer could be, just one suitcase? Or, no, just a carry-on.
Perfect. Then, after the flight, when you reach your hotel, what do you say?
Hi, I have a reservation under the name.
Excellent. And remember to use polite requests like, could I borrow a pen, please?
Or, could I leave my luggage here until my room is ready?
Exactly. Those small, polite words make a big difference in English.
Yeah, English is all about tone. You can say the same thing two ways. One sounds rude, one sounds nice.
Exactly. Like, give me a towel versus, could I have a towel, please?
The first one sounds like a command.
And the second one sounds polite and friendly. Always go with polite English.
Got it. Be polite or sleep without a towel.
Haha, yes, something like that.
Lisa, what are some phrases people can use when they don't understand something at the hotel?
Good question. You can say, sorry, could you repeat that, please? Or, could you say that more slowly?
Oh yeah, that's useful everywhere. Not just in hotels.
Definitely. English speakers appreciate when you ask politely instead of just saying, what?
Yeah. What can sound rude, even if you don't mean it that way.
Exactly. Always add sorry or please.
Sorry, could you repeat that, please? That's my new favorite line.
And if you're not sure about a word, you can say, what does that mean?
Or, could you spell that for me?
Perfect. Those are polite ways to ask for clarification.
Okay, now let's talk about cultural tips. What are some polite things travelers should remember when talking to hotel or airport staff?
Always say please and thank you smile. Use excuse me before asking for something.
And don't forget to listen carefully. Interrupting people in the middle of their sentence can sound rude.
Exactly. And if you're unsure, wait for your turn to speak.
That's good advice.
Also, when you're leaving the hotel, it's nice to say, thank you for your help, or I had a pleasant stay.
Yeah, that sounds polite and makes the staff happy too.
Exactly. And if something was wrong but you don't want to sound rude, you can say, everything was fine, just one small issue.
That's a nice soft way to give feedback. I like that.
Okay, Jake, let's test your memory with a quick quiz.
Oh no, a quiz? All right, hit me.
What would you say if the receptionist asks, do you have a reservation?
I'd say yes, I have a reservation under the name Jake Smith.
Perfect. Next question. How do you ask for an extra towel?
Could I please have an extra towel?
Great. And if your room isn't ready yet?
Could I leave my luggage here until my room is ready?
You're on fire today.
Haha, I'm officially a travel English master now.
Not bad. What if you want to know when breakfast starts?
Could you tell me what time breakfast is served?
Excellent. Okay, last one. You forgot your boarding pass at home. What do you say at the airport?
Excuse me, I lost my boarding pass. Could you help me reprint it?
Spot on. You'd definitely survive international travel with that English.
Thank you. Maybe next time we can record our podcast from an actual hotel.
Haha, yes. Imagine the background noise. Room service, anyone?
That would be fun, though.
Before we end, let's share some quick pronunciation reminders.
Okay,
Reception is pronounced reception, not reception.
got it. Luggage is uncountable. No luggages.
Exactly. And reservation, say reservation.
Not reservation.
Right. English pronunciation can be tricky, but practicing slowly helps.
Lisa, I think the best thing about today's episode is that we didn't just learn travel words. We learned how to sound polite and confident.
Exactly. Because English isn't just about grammar, it's about how you make people feel when you speak.
That's deep, Lisa. Like, travel with your heart and your dictionary.
Haha, I love that quote.
So before we say goodbye, what's one final tip for our listeners?
I'd say always listen more than you speak when traveling. You'll pick up natural English faster that way.
That's true. I learned half my English just by listening to people at airports.
Exactly. Observation is the best teacher.
And podcasts like this, of course.
Of course.
So, if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to practice these travel phrases with your friends.
Yes. And try using them in real life, even when you book a hotel online or plan a trip.
The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel.
That's right. English grows with practice.
And laughter.
Absolutely. Learning English should be fun, not stressful.
Okay, Lisa, time to say goodbye before people think we missed our flight.
Haha, true.
This was Everyday English Talk, helping you speak better English every single day.
Thank you all for listening.
Safe travels and happy learning.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.